Jai Gurudev, everyone. Right now, we are in the period of Shivaratri, no? The great fortnight of Shiva. So, that night must be very special, no? So why is that night special? You know, throughout every month there is Shivaratri. It's not only once a year. But on this night, once a year, this is called Maha Shivaratri, the great night of Shiva. When we look at Shiva, what do we see? Lord Shiva is always meditating. Now we have a big murti of Lord Shiva outside. No? So he's always sitting in deep meditation. Why would Shiva need to meditate? He's one of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. No? When we look at them, all three, very often you will see Brahma is meditating, Vishnu is meditating, as in Bhadranath, when you look at Bhadra Vishal, he's always sitting in meditation. And you see even Lord Shiva is meditating. You see, if you are meditating, you have to meditate on something. You can't meditate on nothing. Very often, you see, people ask, this question, on whom Shiva is meditating. Even Parvati asked Lord Shiva, on whom are you meditating like that? You, which the world consider to be Trilok, the Lord of this world, on whom are you meditating? Lord Shiva said, I'm meditating on the Supreme Narayana himself. In Ramcharitramanas, Tulsidas wrote that Shiva said that I'm meditating upon Rama. And when in Rameshwaram, they said Rama is Mahavishnu. They said, why are you worshipping Lord Shiva? But this is the connection between these two, between Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. So whenever the Lord incarnate, Shiva also want to incarnate. Why does Shiva need to incarnate? Shiva need to incarnate to serve the Lord himself. So every time he have to come because of their relationship, because the love they share for each another. Often we try to separate them, but these three you can't separate. Where there's creation, there must be protection, there must be destruction. That's what the three God stand for. No, God, generator, operator, and destroyer. So there's the three aspects of life. No? You are born, you are sustained, you are going through life, and then you will have to die. Unless you rise above, like Mahavtar Babaji, like many other great saints have reached. But in the natural process, it is like that. When we look at Lord Shiva, he's sitting in meditation. If you analyze Lord Shiva himself, you see, how he is, what he symbolizes this unity. The whole body of Lord Shiva symbolizes unity. The whole family of Lord Shiva symbolizes unity. There is no disharmony. There is perfect harmony between. You've seen Lord Shiva have water coming out from his head? No? Ganga? water is cold. No? But behind his head he has fire. Fire and water doesn't go together. But here, they are in harmony. You have a snake in the neck of Shiva. No? And then you have his son, vehicle, is a peacock. Snake and peacock doesn't go together. They will they will fight and will eat each another. You have Shiva's Vahan is a bull, and you have Maha Shakti, Parvati's Mata Vahan is a lion. The lion will eat the tiger. But no, they are harmony. And you see Ganesha, a big elephant, and yet Mushika, little mice. This also don't go together. You know very well in the cartoon they show the elephant is always scared of a little mice. But yet that little mice can carry Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha everywhere. The consciousness. So you see this unity of the family of Lord Shiva. That's what he wants from us. But during that night, you see the yogi perceived that during that night is very special. It's a night where if you do your sadhana, we say jagran, if you stay awake, it doesn't matter whether you do your sadhana, whether you are chanting Lord Shiva's name, whether you are worshipping him, you're thinking of him, doesn't matter. But of course, if you are singing his name, you are meditating upon him, it brings more to it. But that night itself, you see, even if you are not aware, but yet stay awake during that night, the benefit that you receive during that night, it's amazing. It is your spiritual growth. It helps you on your spiritual path. It helps you on your lively, as a daily way. It helps you in many ways. Because during that time, the mind and the axis, the energy of the earth change itself. So if you let the mind focus on the divine, on God, during that night, it elevates you to a different dimension. That's why the yogis have said during this night of Lord Shiva, one should stay awake. There's different tradition. There's places in India when during that night they say go to the neighbor's house and throw a stone on the house. Don't do that here. Otherwise it will be different from India. When you do that, what you're doing, you're waking the people up. Even if they're sleeping, you wake them up. In Kerala, actually, they do that. Sati was just there. So, while doing that, you're doing a service to them. So when they wake up, they will shout at you. So at the same time, when they shout at you, it is reducing your karma. So I don't think it is appropriate in Europe to do that. But there's different tradition, But during this night, you're very close to Lord Shiva. Is so pleased with you. But you see, there's one name that we call Lord Shiva, Bholanath. Bholanath symbolizes the one which is merciful. On that night, He's most merciful. And He grant whatever one asks out of devotion. You see, that longing must be there. It's not that say, okay, Swamiji have said, we will go and stay overnight, and we will ask Lord Shiva, give me liberation, or make me realize myself. Of course, Lord Shiva will bless you for that. But that longing must be there. You see, just if you don't show any interest in having realization, you don't show any interest of knowing who God is, then what the use of just because you have heard about realization, asking for that? And then when God will give it to you, you will not know how to handle it. Many are such people. Because the word are fancy to the ears. They ask for many things. But here Lord Shiva is representing, said sadhana is important. You have to transform yourself. And how you will transform yourself? Only when the mind is transcendent. When you transcend the mind, when you go above the mind, when the mind is focused completely upon the Supreme. Yes, Lord Shiva said, I am myself realized fully, but yet I am meditating upon the Supreme Lord Himself. I am meditating upon Narayana. I am meditating upon God. Here, your dhyan, your meditation, your focus, your mind must reach that level. If it doesn't reach that level, then you will always roam left, right, not knowing where you